Moving on now, just a week before Prime Minister Narendra Modi's trip to Sri Lanka, Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Vickramesinghe has justified actions against the Indian fishermen. In an interview to a Tamil channel, Vickramesinghe said that Lankan Navy follows law of the land and when it fires at Indian fishermen entering Lankan waters, it is justified. He clearly ruled out as a violation of human rights. Lankan Prime Minister also said that Indian fishermen should stay away from Lankan waters to avoid being shot at. Ironically, the statement has even come as the fishermen from both sides are engaged in talks.
So I cannot justify at all. Another thing, the Lankan Prime Minister is saying that when Indian fishermen, when Tamil fishermen are crossing the border, either way, even the Sri Lankan fishermen cross the border and they fish in the Tamil waters, the Indian waters. They are not acting like that. So it is not an unique situation only in Sri Lanka. All over the world, they are crossing of the border. Already they have mentioned there is no any border for fish. So this problem is going on for a much longer time. And even the Sri Lankan fishermen cross the border and come to Indian waters and they also fish. There are so many Indian Sri Lankan fishermen in the prison. So his words are not justified at all. Only our Modi ji's visit to Sri Lanka, we are viewing with a very great hope because with the great effort of our Modi ji, he released the 5 fishermen who are death convicted in the Sri Lankan prison. So, Madam Sushma ji's visit, our Prime Minister's visit will solve this problem. But before their visit, it is highly condemnable. A Prime Minister is using such words.
I agree that there is a distinction in this, but then it's also the timing about Modi's visit, which I have been trying to tell the PMO and everybody in India. You are going just 2 to 3 months ahead of a parliamentary election. How do you think that man is going to respond? He has to win an election and he cannot be pandering to India. He cannot be seen as being nice to India or the Tamils. And he is going at a time like this, and this is a very serious issue in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan fishermen just started venturing into the northern waters, and Indian fishermen go and bottom trawl and take away everything from there naturally. And the Indian fishermen have the history. I mean, there are 3 kinds of fishermen from India, but the last kind, which is dangerous, is the people who smuggle stuff into Sri Lanka. And there are lots. There is narcotic smuggling, there is arms smuggling, there is a whole lot of other things going on. Naturally, it is well within Ranil's rights to say that he will shoot anybody who enters Sri Lankan waters.